It's the meat event and one that I honestly cannot wait for. And it's been interesting meat because you and I have pretty much have the same picks throughout this entire fight card. And I'm interested to see if that continues in this one when Charles do Bronx Oliveira takes on Justin the Highlight Gaethje in a fight where Oliveira is coming in as a decent favorite around minus 165. And it's kind of ballooned slightly. I've seen Justin Gaethje all the way up to about plus 170 on certain sites. And very interested to note those odds and makes a lot of sense, right? I mean, Charles Oliveira has been looking nothing but dominant ever since 2017. He's just been essentially running through everyone. He's finished three of his last four opponents and two straight. Most impressively, I thought, was most recently against Dustin Poirier, where he was able to defend his title for the first time. And it was a fight where he did, eat some shots early. He was in a little bit of early danger, but the same could be said about his fight with Michael Chandler just before that, where Michael Chandler got a 10-8 round and then ultimately got had to succumb to strikes in the very next one by Charles Oliveira. So it's been fascinating to watch Oliveira eat early damage yet still be able to sort of zombie his way forward and ultimately put guys out himself after eating those early shots. So if that happens again against Justin Gaethje, wouldn't be the craziest thing in the world, but we know Justin Gaethje as a guy who hits harder than anyone in the division. I mean, the only guy who's been able to beat him in the last, about 4 years is Khabib, and that was a fight where Gaethje was able to land some leg kicks. The first round strike numbers were pretty close, but ultimately in the end, it was just another dominant performance for Khabib nonetheless. But Gage is a guy who absolutely cracks. I mean, I think he absolutely changed James Vick's career. I think he absolutely changed Tony Ferguson's career, and he just goes in there and lands a lot of shots on a lot of guys. So, are you at all concerned if you're picking Oliveira at the fact that he's gonna have to weather a storm that is filled with heavy punches, lethal leg kicks, and everything in between? Or is Oliveira simply on that next level where even a guy like Gaethje isn't going to be enough skill wise to take him out? Who are you going with?
Yeah, I don't think Gaethje's gonna get even close to getting this done. I think Olive's gonna actually knock him out or submit him, and I think it's gonna be before the end of the third round. So I think it's gonna be pretty early. I don't even think it's gonna hit championship rounds. I think Charles is gonna put a pace that Gaethje has never endured, except for similar to Khabib, where Khabib just kept walking him down, eating shots, walking him down, and you could tell Gaethje was gassing in that fight. So I think very similar to Olive, where I think Olive's gonna make him gas, sad to say, and Gaethje's gonna throw a lot of volume, all knockout hits, but Oliveira is going to either block, counter, or check and keep with those flying knees, that pressure, and wait for the inevitable finish. I do not see this going the distance. If this goes the distance, that will blow my mind because somebody's getting finished. I tend to just lean on Charles Olive, even though I want Gaethje to win. I'm a big fan of both these guys, so I hate to see one lose, but my gut is telling me do Bronx. I think he is the real deal. He is the future go, and he is here to stay for a while.
Yeah, great stuff. And I'm with you in that if this did go the distance, I too would be shocked. I mean, both these guys have a ton of professional experience, yet none of them has fought in a 5 round fight. I mean, the only time we saw Justin Gaethje hit the championship rounds was actually the last time he fought in Arizona when he lost in the fourth round against Dustin Poirier in a fight that we were there live. It was just back and forth chaos the entire time. But Gaethje does have a style where like he's able to throw those heavy KO devastating shots across 15 minutes, but towards the 13th, 14th, 15 minutes of a Gaethje fight, you can start to see him slow down a little bit. So if this does make it to those championship rounds, then I'm kind of with you in that I think Oliveira will have the advantage late, but we haven't really seen Oliveira in those rounds either. So I guess it'll be sort of unknown territory for both guys. But in this contest, 31% is rolling with Gaethje. Majority of it who is picking the highlight think that the Brown KO is most likely. And of the 69% that's rolling with Do Bronx, basically all of it is copper. So they tend to think that a submission is the most likely pathway. Are you sensing that maybe a KO TKO could be kind of slick since you'll be definitely getting better numbers for that? Or is the submission, if you're going with the Oliveira finish, probably the most likely?
Yeah, I mean, he absolutely demolished Michael Chandler with that left hook and KO'd him. And then he just about you know, KO'd Dustin Poirier with the stand up. So would not surprise me if Gaethje gets rocked and dropped and finished with the ground and pound, or even knocked out on the feet cold. We've never seen that happen to Gaethje, but hey, every time is a first for everyone. Would not surprise me at all. Oliveira has been looking like Superman in there, just so dialed, does not care, does not stop. Each shot gets dropped, submits you, wins. He looks stronger than ever, faster than ever, so dialed. Technique, footsies, everything. Um, I don't know if those leg kicks that Justin destroys people with is going to be enough for Charles Olive. The only way I see Justin getting it is he's got to be hitting those legs so hard that Charles just can't check them. And that's what's going to be interesting is if Charles is not quick enough or knows how to check them properly. But I just think Charles won't even let it get to that point. I think he's going to be walking him down where Justin's not going to have space. And I saw an interview today. Justin said he is not backing away. So I'm very curious on who is the first to walk backwards.
Yeah, these guys are definitely going to meet in the middle and just throw down for sure. But if they do just go head to head, toe to toe, I have seen Gaethje have that sort of unique ability to throw those still devastating lethal leg kicks, even from like a tight distance. I mean, obviously he's able to really whip them and provide more power when there's a little bit of separation. But the way that dude's leg flexibility is, he can still just like whip those things in even at a close distance. So if these two are meeting in the middle and he's throwing lethal leg kicks with vicious intent, even from close, it wouldn't be the most surprising thing to me. And in this fight, I gotta roll with Justin Gaethje. I just think that Oliveira's been, I don't want to say he was almost knocked out, but he was definitely rocked in two straight fights. And in a fight against Justin Gaethje, I just don't think that Gaethje's a guy that's going to let you off the hook. And coupled with the fact that not only is he going to be worrying about the strikes that are coming his way, he's got to worry about those leg kicks. So once he's, teeing off on the face, then he's going to be teeing off on the legs. And ultimately, although we haven't seen Bronx quit in a long time, I got a feeling meat that Gaethje's going to make him quit in this one. But if Oliveira gets a finish, I'm not surprised for sure. And definitely not putting Gaethje in any parlays or anything. But I don't know, meat. I just think he's getting a finish in this one. So any last thoughts? Either way, I can't wait.
No, yeah, a great fight. Cannot wait. Throw in the comments you got Mr. Olive or the highlight.